Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm particularly excited about sharing this recipe with you. This is one of my favorite turkey recipes. It's chocolatey, it's soft, it's super moist, it's like everything that you need in a turkey. So I'm gonna stop talking and let's go see what we need. Okay, so we're gonna start by making our brine. In a pot, we're gonna be adding some water, orange juice, a little bit of honey. Make sure to scrape everything in your measuring cup. Just don't leave anything behind, it's just amazing. Then we're gonna add a little bit of salt, some thyme, bay leaves, orange, and last but not least, some peppercorns. We're gonna bring it to a boil and we're gonna wait for it to infuse itself for about 20 seconds. That's gonna make the magic happen. Then we're gonna take it off the fire and we're gonna put it in a container and just let it cool. And meanwhile, we're gonna start making our mole. So to make our chocolate mole, in a pan we're gonna add some oil, and once the oil is hot, we're going to add some almonds and we're just basically gonna toast them. And then we're gonna take them out of the oil. Just make sure you strain them very well. In that same oil, we're going to add some cinnamon. I added a cinnamon stick. We're pretty much going to toast it in the oil, and this is going to release all the flavor in the cinnamon. And we're gonna take out a little bit of that oil so we don't have a lot of oil in the pan. And we're gonna toast in there our sesame seeds. You're gonna take them out when you hear them popping. So now we're gonna add in the pan a little bit of onion, tomatoes, and I have here some pasilla chiles. So these chiles actually are pretty sweet. I have taken all the seeds out because I'm also going to be feeding this mole to children and they don't like spicy. But if you like it spicy, you may as well leave some seeds in the chilies, and they're going to infuse with the tomato and the onion. And I have not added in here any water because the tomatoes are going to release all their water. And then here I'm adding a little bit of chocolate. So this is like drinking chocolate. Very easy to find in Latino stores. If you cannot find it, you can also use cocoa powder. As you see here, I haven't added any water. Like I said, all the tomatoes have released their water and the chocolate is melted. Next, we are going to add in a blender 2 slices of white bread. So what I did before was just toast it and I kind of char it a little bit so it will give a little bit more deftness to the sauce. So just break it, put it in the blender, and then we are going to add the mixture that we did with the chilies and the tomatoes, and we're going to add also all our seeds into the blender. We're going to create a very, very smooth paste. I haven't added more water in here still because I want the blender to just make a nice puree, and then I'm gonna be adding a little bit of chicken stock. I had some frozen chicken stock and a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. Once the mixture is all smooth, then I'm gonna take it out and just let it cool. Once I'm ready the next day to do the turkey, then I'm gonna heat it up again and it's gonna be perfect. Now what we are going to do is, now that our brine is cold, I have a syringe in here and it actually has a needle, but it's for turkey. So I'm going to be injecting the turkey. So that way all the brine gets inside and it infuses the turkey with a bunch of flavor on it. And it also is going to help the turkey to have a softer meat, because the acids on the orange are just gonna break down the muscles on the turkey. So that's gonna be just perfect. Just make sure you inject this brine in every single muscle on the turkey, in the breast, the thighs, the legs. You can turn it around, put it on the back. Don't forget the wings as well, because those are very, very good and tasty once they come out of the oven. Then we're going to leave our turkey overnight in the fridge. Fast forward, this is my next day. I'm drying right here the turkey with a paper towel just to make sure all the skin is fully dry, so I can start adding all our seasoning on the skin. So what I have here is salt and pepper, just plain salt and pepper, and I'm gonna season the entire turkey, and the breast, the back of the turkey, the inside of the turkey, because that's gonna bring all the flavors that we previously added in the brine. So that's gonna be also giving some caramelization in the skin. It's gonna help us infusing the turkey a little bit more. So don't forget to kind of separate the wings, put it between the legs and the breast, between the wings and the breast, because those are areas where sometimes flavor does not impact too much. And then also, like I said before, don't forget to do it on the back. Also dry it out before adding the seasoning, so that way the seasoning can actually stick very well to the skin of the turkey. And it's just fun, just use your hands. This next step, it's going to be separating the skin of the turkey on the breast. So that's gonna help us giving more flavor to the turkey. And what I'm gonna do is add a little bit of softened butter. So just plain softened butter between the skin and the meat of the breast. That's gonna make the breast a little bit more juicier, and it's also going to make the skin crispier and more flavorful. So we're gonna be adding a little bit of course, inside of the turkey. After that, I have here some vegetables. I got onion, celery, and some garlic, and we are going to stuff our turkey with that. This is going to bring a bunch of flavor. It's just going to be amazing. So after we finish filling up our turkey, we're going to tie it. Here I'm using some butcher's twine, just regular butcher's twine. We're gonna tie first the leg, and then we are going to cross the legs, and we're gonna tie them together. Make sure to lift up the breast of the turkey and push the legs inside, so that way the turkey has a little bit more shape. And then with the wings, I'm just twisting the tip of the wing to the back. That way also the breast gets a little bit more exposed, and it helps the containing the juices a little bit more inside of the breast. Okay, and finally, I am covering the chicken with some plastic wrap. On top of the plastic wrap, I am putting some aluminum foil. So what this is going to do is going to keep all the moist inside. We're going to put it in the oven at 400 degrees for 1 hour. And this is going to just cause a bunch of steam and a lot of flavor just infused inside of the turkey. After an hour, I'm going to take it out of the oven and take the plastic wrap and the aluminum foil of it, and we're going to baste it. So I have here a pastry brush. We're just going to brush our turkey with the juices from the same pan. These juices are already so sweet and so infused with flavors from the turkey, from the brine that we had on it, from the vegetables, from the butter, everything. So we are going to put it on top of our turkey, and every half hour make sure to repeat this process. This is just going to give it a nice caramel color to the whole turkey and a very nice consistency to the skin. It's gonna be just crunchy and just infused of flavor. So after you have basted your turkey every half hour, I took the temperature of my turkey. This is at 158 because we are going to let it rest and it will keep cooking. Right after we take it out of the oven, it is still hot. We're going to cover it on aluminum foil to keep the moisture in. I let it rest for 20 minutes or so. Meanwhile, I'm gonna start heating up my chocolate mole at a medium-low heat. Now I'm going to carve my turkey. I'm going to start with taking off the breasts first, so that way the turkey is balanced and it's not wobbling around while I'm cutting it. And I actually got some guests at home, some friends that wanted to have a little bit of turkey. So I'm just showing you guys a little bit really quick how I carved it. So taking out the breast, taking out the legs, and then this is how I played it. I put a little bit of mole at the bottom. I placed my turkey on the top of it, and I zested a little bit of orange that will complement the flavors from the brine and the chocolate. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to subscribe and share it with everyone who loves cooking, and see you next time.